Guys, you know how much I love Spread the Word, and I gave a commitment we would continually give away more minis. Well, at this year's WHRfest, we gave away another mini in front of 2,500 people.
I'm quite fortunate in that last year at the conference we won a mini at my old site, Liscard Tavern, and Tammy Perry-Jones, who was my lead receptionist at Liscard, won the mini that year. And this year, again, my lead receptionist here at Plymouth won the mini again.
Ellen's a really similar character to Tammy, who won the previous mini. You know, they're friendly, they really like talking to the guests. They read the guests as well. For them, it was really easy, and it's just their day job. And when you talk to them, it was like, it wasn't that difficult, Lucy. You know, we're just doing what we do. But I think because they're so confident and they're just themselves, they don't see it as sales.
I'm open and genuine, and I truly believe in business account. I really think it's a good product for any business, and it's easy to convince someone that it's right for them when you know it is.
The team understand the guest. And that's what it's about. It's about talking to the guest. Ellen spent some time over in the restaurant to understand the challenges the guests face.
From a business customer point of view, is they get really hassled sending faxes. So, a really big and easy conversation to have with a guest is, get into some conversation about sending a fax, and they'll all be like, oh, it's such a pain. Well, actually, there's your little way in to talking about business account, because it's no fax, it's hassle-free.
There's ways of talking to the guest and understanding, where that conversation can go. And, the tools that we have in WHR are crucial to understanding that.
They've got really good product knowledge of the business account, so they feel really natural when it comes to talking to a guest, if the conversation goes that way. So they don't force it on every guest, but if they end up having a conversation with a business guest around business account, they've got the confidence to then talk about it, and they're so passionate about it.
I think if you really believe, and business account is exactly what it says on the tin, it's easy. You're not selling them something, you're giving them something that helps them, that's a real aid to their business.
I wasn't massively surprised that we had another winner here, because I think it's led by the general manager, Matt.
I haven't done anything special other than understand my team. Give them a great picture, particularly Ellen, of what success looks like and where we want to get to, so they clearly understand, where the business needs to get to and what drives results. And then, that passion needs to go on to the team she has, and Ellen's a perfect example of, an inspirational character who, builds that team around her.
The team here were kind of a little bit lost and were looking for something to sink their teeth into. We brought in the business account sales culture here, and they just ran with it. I think, once we got the team involved, it flew from there.
I could throw a lot of stats at you, talk about 16 business accounts in a very short period of time, which worth £240,000, spend to date of around about 140,000. But for me, it's not really about that. It's about, why did Ellen win? Well, it was all about behaviour.
I'd had a lot of success where I started at Liscard training around customer focus and guest obsession, as well as with business account. Coming over to Plymouth and taking over the team here, kind of inspiring them through positive leadership, brought them along as well. So I think it just showed that it wasn't just me as an individual. I could make other people work the same way. WHRfest was all about recognition this year up in Coventry at the Ricoh Arena. I'd never been to a conference before, and it was amazing. There was so many people there. The atmosphere was electric all the time. It was great to see all the bosses there, all the heads of departments. It was nice to just get everybody together. It felt like a real family unit. I knew there'd been a mini nomination for me, but my general manager made out that I hadn't won it this time, so I had no idea that I was going to win anything at all.
And could everybody please stand up?
Gerard Tempest asked everybody to stand up. He asked everybody over the age of 30 to sit down, any males to sit down. I think there was only me left standing in the row at that point.
Only stay standing if you are a qualified, and you must be qualified, scuba diving instructor.
I looked around and saw everybody sitting down and was petrified that I'd have to get up on stage.
Have we got one? Can we get a spotlight down here, please? I think we've found somebody that's got talent. Give them a big round of applause. Let's find out who it is.
My team around me, the other management team, acted very well, pretended that they didn't know that I was going up. So I fully believed that this was just a fluke. It wasn't planned. They asked me to go up on stage, so I went up and met Gerard Tempest on stage.
Come on! Right. Hello. What's your name?
Ellen.
This is Ellen, everybody. And where are you from, Ellen?
Plymouth.
Plymouth.
City Centre.
Plymouth City Centre. Right, now, we've heard that you've got a bit of a special talent. And it's for scuba diving. And you are a qualified instructor, is that correct?
Yes.
Right. Would you like to demonstrate your talent here, live, in front of 2,000 people?
Yeah.
She said yes, everybody. Right. Now, if you take a little look over here, just in that corner there, you see there's a little black box. Can you just see that there? Yeah. Now, that's a big tank of water. What do you mean, nice? It's a big tank of water that we've been filling up all day. Now, Chris has got a roving camera there. Chris. Right, there we go. Right, so we've got a big tank of water down there, and your challenge today is to teach somebody to scuba dive. Okay? Now, we're looking for somebody that would like to learn. Oh, hello. Right. I think we may have found somebody, everybody. Now then. Who've we got here? Get off. It's Paul Flume, everybody.
Even at that point, I had no idea at all. I was more worried about actually having to teach him to scuba dive than thinking about anything else.
Jared, I can't just scuba dive, I actually can't swim.
He can't swim. Right.
They led me down to the side of the stage. Paul Flume was talking to me all the time, asking me could I do it, was I definitely going to be able to do it. I never really had chance to think about things. As we came down the steps, we saw a box where they'd been telling us they'd been filling the box up with water during the whole day. They showed a little clip on the screen. It never sunk in at that stage that it probably wasn't possible, but it was just, it was a bit of a shock. And then they dropped down the side.
You've won a Mini!
So I had no idea, completely shocked. I was very aware that everybody was looking at me, a very big audience, so it was very, very nervous but really exciting. It was the best experience of my life. It was brilliant. It was surreal. It was a mix of joy of winning the Mini, of shock because I didn't think I'd won it. It was a moving experience. It was definitely a one-off. I could never imagine having that again. I left the stage, had some photos taken, and then I went outside and I called my dad, and I think at that point when I called my dad, it hit home then. There were a few tears on the phone.
Beware, everybody. They are going for it in Plymouth to get that third Mini. I think we're going to go for it in the restaurant team as well, so we'll be the first restaurant team to get it.
It's such an amazing incentive to give, and the ability for me as a GM to put that in my power to make sure my team are recognised for what they do is a fantastic thing.
I'd say believe in business account. It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a fantastic product for anybody, and if you truly believe it, everyone else will too.
That is another worthy winner. Well done, Ellen. Tremendous. Really sold the business account and spread the word, just like the rest of our Mini winners. So well done, Ellen. And my challenge to each and every one of you, who's going to win the next one? Let's keep spreading the word. Let's keep shouting about these wonderful Whitbread businesses. Premier Inns, Brewers Fairs, Beefeater, Table and Tay Barnes. You've heard it from me, just spread the word.